Oh, and I'm doing the thing at Ada's. This will probably go on YouTube, probably. So I'll just say this now. Seems like a good time to do it. On October 1st at 5:30 p.m., I will be reading a couple of chapters of my book before we go live at Ada's Technical Books on Capitol Hill. And you are welcome to come hang out and ask questions, free to attend. I booked a cat cafe afterwards that's 15 minutes walk away, so I'm going to walk to a cat cafe and hang out with cats afterwards, and if some people want to come do that too, you're invited to that as well. I have already paid for the booking, so it's like free for us to use. And yeah, I hope to see some people there. I have no real idea what to expect. I've never really done anything like this. So, yeah. Should be sweet. Hey, Sean. Hey, Casaplexi, Sainted Charmer. Hey, Nikukopan. Skeptical Jesus, hello. Will the cats do any signings? I will be happy to sign books. I think there will be signed copies of the books there to buy as well, if you don't have a book copy yet. I am a social media personality and a published author, good grief. Does it say that somewhere? Did I just say that? What a disaster. That does sound pretty bad. Hey, Chalk Bob. I am both of those things, I guess. I guess it's true. Let's upgrade a card. I think that's slightly better than the other options. The Bash upgrade is like fine. It does okay in Act 1. I'm a watcher enjoyer and a Baldur's Gate 3 voice actor. Maybe I should get into voice acting. It could be fun. Slim Java, thanks to 18 months. Appreciate it. Do I intend to ever play Inscriptions Casey's mod? No. Do not. Does this give me enough gold to actually go to a shop? Maybe. This act is very, like, you can really do whatever in this act. I figured I was doing boom, 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 boom because I didn't really want to shop this early, but I have 200 gold. I guess it's fine. Not quite 200. I'm not gonna lose my gold, am I? The question is whether a hallway fight's better. I wouldn't be able to spend my gold for the entire act if I don't spend it now. Let's just spend it now. Floor 3 prismatic shard. I think it's just fire pot and flame. Flash of Steel's kind of good. I don't think I'm card removing. Fire pot's very good right now. There are enough elites that I can use it to turn into a relic, basically. But then what's the other thing that I buy? Buy an entropic brew. Nah. Don't think so. I think it's just Inflame. Inflame's good against Lagavulin. Thanks, Epic Pip. Amadone, thanks for 35 months. Been enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't streamed Baldur's Gate 3 for like a couple of days. Kinda wild. I wonder how the gang's all doing. The Guardian act? Rampage solves Guardian. Maybe Guardian is already solved by Inflame. Guardian's not very hard to solve. Are sentries difficult? Don't know. This could be any 3 of the cards. I don't think it's skip, but it could also maybe be skip. Nah, there's no way. Nice, the Donati. Damn naughty. Santel Hollow. You'll know pain does beat sentries usually. Not sure that sentries are the biggest problem that this deck faces at this point in the run. I think I take a pain. Work. Early on, thanks to 19 months. So now I'm not using Fire Potion? Yes? I might use it this turn. My potion chance is somewhat high. It's 50%. It's okay to use it for 10 health. Hey May, how are you? Potato Hollow. Oh, and then I didn't even get up to the other thing I'm doing, which is I am getting coaching for TFT today at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Pacific, so in an hour and a half. I'm gonna aim to try to get done with this run by then. I can switch straight over. So that should be fun. I'm being coached by a French player. You need. I don't know, but he likes Slay the Spire and offered to coach me, and I was like, that seems fun, sure, why not? So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure that Asa will coach me again at some point. I'm doing the Bucks thing, right? So I'm gonna try to play like maybe 50 games on stream over the next couple of weeks. That sounds plausible. Drug okay in a Guardian Act, I think. Maybe necessary in a Guardian Act. I did get a new potion. Hair is it's technically a relic. I think that's the most I can say about it. You have a house guest sleeping in your living room, so you don't know where to be. Oh. But it's 11:30 a.m. I think you can just make noise. If I have a house guest, like 9 a.m. is about the cutoff for where I'm like, okay, I'm going to start making noise and living in my house now. This is my personal approach. Lava Baum, thanks for the prime. You always live in your house? Love that. Love that for you. I want the super elite, this act. Lagavulin or Gremlin Knob? I'm not incredible at either of those fights. But I have so much health. Do I have 2 good upgrades? Not really. Inflame is my only sensible upgrade. So I have an upgrade potion anyway. I think we go for the super elite here. Let's do it. Can't really get rid of that. Sure. Could have a bad start to Act 2 and need that. Is it possible for me to lose an Ascension 0 run as long as I play to win? Yes. Not likely, though. The bigger challenge with Ascension Zero runs is, like, boredom. Which, like, in the spirit of the question you asked, if I got bored and just started making mistakes and lost, I wouldn't, like, count that, right? I assume that you mean, like, I'm focused and trying my hardest to win or whatever. However, in practice, playing Ascension Zero runs, definitely a decent amount of it is just struggling not to be incredibly bored. Ascension Zero don't fall asleep challenge. The game's still about as complicated. Like, you still have to do all the math and stuff to play the turns right and everything. It's just that at Ascension Zero it usually doesn't matter. Like, you just win anyway. Got a bit unlucky that this hit me for 12 here. Thank you, Flavabaum. An armaments? Sure. Could I just take a sword boomerang for killing the elites that I can't kill? I'm gonna take an armaments though. It is, again, a Guardian Act. Probably take, like, 30 some damage here. Monster! See what I draw next turn. Alright, cool. That's really not bad at all. I used the one potion, I took a bit of damage. I got a new potion anyway. Shockwave is a pretty good card. Ironclad is an excellent relic. I don't know what I meant to upgrade. Probably Inflame. Pommel Strike's a good upgrade now. I might want one rest too. The deck isn't, like, deterministically beating Guardian without taking 40 damage. You hadn't won in a long time in Ascension 20, so you went to Ascension 0, and you were shocked by the difference. It is a lot easier. Hey, T-Joel. I think before Ascension 20 came out, we were winning Ascension 15, like, 95% of the time or something. And that's before all of the buffs to everything. Although the heart didn't exist yet. So right now, if we played Ascension 15 and tried to kill the heart, maybe the heart approximately cancels out the buffs. I think we'd be winning more than 95% of the time, though. And then Ascension 20 came out with the heart, and people were winning, like, 30% at that difficulty. So yeah, the difference between Ascension 15 and Ascension 20 with heart is, like, pronounced. Very, very large. You remember when I was going to play up from Ascension 0 to 20 and got bored of it around Ascension 2? Yeah, me too. I remember that as well. It's just not very fun. I think the board game is worth it. I've played the board game one time, it was fine. I think being happy is worth it. I do. I've been talking with my therapist recently about what things bring me joy. It's tricky. There are so many different types of happiness. There's like satisfaction, there's like giddiness, there's joy. There's being pogged up. I think that's giddiness, probably. Elation, ecstasy, fulfillment. Yep. Yep, those ones too, I guess. Twitch Shed is on the list 69 times. I've definitely gotten satisfaction in my life out of interactions I've had with people in my audience. Purpose? Fulfillment of purpose, maybe? That's probably a happiness thing. I think I am going to bottle a shockwave. I might just take this pummel too to have a strong card against Guardian. I think I could use a strong card against Guardian. What do I upgrade? Maybe I just rest. It's a very fair Ironclad deck right now, with 5 strikes in it. I think I might just rest. What kind of joy does Zephyr bring me? Good question. Good question. Contentedness, so that's a good one. Feeling peaceful? Yes, good one. General merriment. How many years ago was this thing interacting with Twitch chat being fun? Huh? Purpose? You can't get over the fact that temperature is getting very high and floods are already happening all over the place. Yeah. Yeah. We are all either in denial or grief. That's just the state of the entire human race. So that's a cool thing about the moment of history that we live in. Um... 38 health with Distilled Chaos. I do think that upgrading Shockwave is good going into Act 2 here. My deck is not fast enough yet for upgrading Shockwave not to be good. It's just like so easy for me to take 20. A random thing in this fight. It's so easy. I have to rest, I think. Drink this first. You're wondering how the history books will describe the last few years. You think they're gonna be history books? Optimistic. I've gone Bash Strike and tried to split, but I think with Horncleat, just weakening it is enough. Like so. I think it is mostly the very strong El Nino, but you don't know if the strong El Nino is mostly because of human-caused climate change or not. No, I don't think so. I think we are at a hot moment in the climate cycle. But also, the reason that it is hotter than it ever has been before is that our planet has been sequestering carbon beneath the surface for billions of years using slow processes which are very hard for us to replicate through manufacturing. And we have decided that we should dig all of that carbon out of the earth, and then put it back in the atmosphere for some reason. I think that's mostly why. Because billionaires want to be richer. Well, that sounds good. Yeah, so am I saving this potion? This is, like, we didn't even get up to the hard part of the fight yet, really. I've also been sequestering carbon. Nice. It's too bad the room temperature superconductor didn't work out. Man. We already have technological solutions to climate change. We just need to, like, stop doing the thing that is literally destroying all life on the planet. We could just not do it. It's an active choice we're making. But yeah, I don't know. Hey, Borg! How are you? Did I ultimately need to rest? What should I rest for? I don't remember. Would have been very close if I didn't. Which is what I thought. That's why I spent a long time thinking about it. I think that was close enough that I'm justified in resting for sure. Corruption Feel No Pain's pretty strong. Immolate's okay. We can take Corruption over Immolate. I have to be a bit careful in fights without the Immolate. Shockwave Immolate's real strong for Act 2. But I think we take the Corruption for later anyway. We can just play Act 2 a little bit carefully. We have 90 max HP, so it's not like our deck has to be extremely fast going into late game or anything. With Corruption and Feel No Pain already, I don't really need relics all that much to win the run, so I think Gursky is okay. I'm a bit concerned about hallway fights right now, so taking the one that helps me with the hallway fight straight away seems good. And I see the thing about sulfur dioxide and cargo ships. Yeah, I did. Is it going out to sign? Hey, Hadrel. Yeah, I hope it will be fun. I suspect it will be. It'll perhaps be a complete shit show. I've never done anything like this before. That's okay. I know you all have low expectations of me, right? My expectations are low. Pray I do not lower them further. What is that a reference to? I don't remember. A bargain is something. Pray I do not alter it further. Is that Star Wars? Of course it's Star Wars. Eventually, Battle Trance Plus should become a bad card in this deck. I don't think we're there yet. Oh god, that's a lot of shops. I need enough money to buy Dark Embrace in the next one. If there's a Dark Embrace in the next one. I need to leave with 80 gold. Medkit Feel No Pain is so strong on this character. I think I'm down for this and this. Somehow I didn't get a Dark Embrace, I don't understand. Blood for Blood would be really good. At this point, I'm just going to card remove. At some point, I do actually have to remove cards from my deck that are bad. And let us begin doing so. I could see this being Jax. The problem with transforming Double Strike is I actually won't deal damage anymore. But maybe that's okay. It doesn't feel okay. I do not usually take Jax at this event. If I had a Blood for Blood, I could transform 2 strikes, no problem. I do not have a Blood for Blood. Did I hear that the Spire devs said they have been working on a new game? I mean... Alright. Pretty sure they announced that like a year ago. Transform into Blood for Blood? Yeah, maybe that was the line. You liked The Office for the romance aspect and fully checked out after that. I feel like that's allowed. I feel like a lot of people liked the romance office aspect, office, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Pommel or an anger? If I'd had the anger before, I wouldn't have felt the need to take Jax. That's kind of rough. I'm just gonna take another Pommel. I have 4 energy. The Corruption. Double Pommel makes Sundial just like insta-win. Sure. A great turn one. Was them no longer trying to make the physical cameraman fit into the physical space that killed it for you? That's very specific. The dud? Do I have to play Jax again? Is like the actual question. Had exact lethal. Okay. Gremlin leader left her horn. Armaments is green. Yeah, I already have one of those. It's fine. Okay, the gremlin horns probably all right. I don't know. We have a very strange sort of infinite here. I mean, it's not an infinite. But I can, if I want, play the dazes with medkit to make more dazes. In the vault, I am missing some card draw. I do have a medkit. I took an evolve all of a sudden. Something like a power through. Become very, very, very good. It's honestly already pretty good. We go left to get to upgrade corruption and I don't know, feel no pain maybe. I like the corruption upgrade. I also like taking a path that has the highest possible chance of hitting Dark Embrace though, which would be like this one. Yeah, we'll go right, I think. Seem to do okay in hallway fights. I don't know about this one though. Saw a game recently that seemed like a Jorbs game about language or something. I'm convinced. I think I actually know which one you're talking about. That has been recommended to me. Try Disco Elysium. I've never heard of it. What's it like? Try Disco Elysium? Try Disco Elysium. I got put off by the child yelling slurs at me 30 minutes in. Maybe it would have been more fun if I weren't in front of a live audience. Shrug or Warcry? They are all green. They're also all common. Let's take a Shrug. I don't have a feed. Sure. There's this really cool deck builder you heard of called 52 card pickup. Yeah? How do you play 52 card pickup? Man, no one's tried to get me with 52 card pickup in a long time. I think we've probably reached the age where someone realizes that if you, like, just throw all of their cards on the ground, they can just, like, leave. Pun Queen. Well done. And keep waiting for someone to show you how to play that. They keep dropping all the cards before they can. People are so clumsy. Alright. Ritual Dagger already hits for 20. Great card. I'm not quite getting the ones that I want. Deck's probably slow enough that Metallicize is okay. I would prefer to just make the deck faster, though. I like Champ Fight in particular. Metallicize seems alright. It increased by 5. When it is upgraded, it increases by 5. These are the rules. Metallicize to combo with my Juggernaut. Juggernaut would be fun. I do not currently have one, though. I do kind of want to put in Flame in play. Guess I'm not going to do that. Not only am I not going to do that, but I'm going to, like, ruin my next draw pile. Just won't play Battle Trance. A little bit concerned that I'm dead here. I don't think I block potion. Okay, that's a block potion for 10 anyway. So definitely don't there. Could have on a previous turn. I'm not getting good cards. When did Act 2 start? I got this one. I bought this. And then I had to take jacks instead of transforming, and I got this shit. Chill Dagger's kind of okay. Kind of need a Dark Embrace or a Burning Pact or something. I could just get 10 Nunchaku, and then I would be infinite. This isn't the worst Wild Strike has ever been, but I think it's still pretty bad. You will build into what you want for later, unlike how I play by building into what I'm given. It's interesting that's your takeaway from this round, because I am like very much aiming for something in particular that I want to have later right now, I feel like. Peacecraft! But I can't just like do that exclusively. I do have to also solve the problems that are presented to me by the run so far. Oh, shit. There's a National Onion Association. How do you feel about the fact that, like, a type of vegetable has more representation than we do? You think there's a National Streamers Association? I don't. Are onions vegetables? Are they not? I assume so. Onions are fruit? I think vegetable's like a weird word where actually like everything is a vegetable. Vegetable just means edible or something like that. Onions are kind of like bees. Oh, okay. Let's not be like mean to people randomly. Full of mean-spirited comments in chat today. Why does the prefix veg make tables edible? Tables are just always edible. It's just it gives us the strength to eat them. It's like I don't have armaments anymore. Too bad. I think I'm dead to champ. Xpot helps. This could honestly be Sword Boomerang. I think the play is take disarm, rest, Try to play jacks multiple times. I think that's what we do. The deck spot's not useless here. Jax is infinite strength scaling. Okay, good to know. So far, I seem to be taking a lot more damage than I would like. Would have been good to get the disarms earlier, I think. Every deck is infinite if you don't die. Yep. You can just keep pressing end turns forever. Infinite turns? That means infinite energy. It's like it knew. It's like it knew that it was time to start buffing. This fucking champ. Italicize would be good here, wouldn't it? Stop being weak next turn. How much strength do I need? More than this. The champ would stomp as a TFT neutral round. It used to actually be possible to lose neutral rounds in TFT back in Season 1. I miss that. Neutral rounds feel so purposeless now. Okay, I want to play jacks before I reshuffle. I'm starting to hit kind of hard. I'm about to be weakened, though. I'll probably play jacks one more time. Is it possible to draw a shockwave on the right turn and actually survive the first big attack, I guess? Have 14 strength. A lot of strikes. I do have 4 strikes still. Okay, I'm not going to be weak or vulnerable, actually, for the overcharge. That's pretty neat. I think I win this from here. Just over, right? Just dead next turn. The big pummel. Okay, and I got a new potion. And I got a Reaper or a Fiend Fire or a Limit Break. The Reaper's decent value? It's not like broken. But it is decent value. How does this win? There's probably some stuff with like dual wielding Reapers. There's probably some stuff with playing Limit Break twice. I just got an offering. Couple of card removes. It's never ever Velvet Choker in a deck with Corruption. It's either Mark of Pain or a couple of card removes. We have Evolve, so Mark of Pain. That is not how Mark of Pain and Evolve work. Alright. Left side looks pretty good. Ritual Dagger's at 31. I have a Pen Nib. Pen Nib would be one reasonable improvement to the deck. I want to play that. I'm gonna go with no. We have Medkit, and we're about to get a Dark Embrace and bottle it, so Mark of Pain. I get a Dark Embrace and bottle it? That sounds pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, not an awful fight. Hey, I got a Dark Embrace. Okay, I feel like I win the run now. It's kind of a good card. It's kind of a good card. I think now that I have a Reaper, I should just be playing Jax when I draw it, by the way. I wasn't considering that I just heal when I play Reaper, when I didn't play it last fight. just play armaments? No. Should try to save armaments for Ritual Dagger. Oops. Mods are busy making Cheat Engine work with Rotato. We're doing what? When I used the analogy of Trackmania as to how somebody is at something versus a beginner, you've started explaining the concept to students that way. Cool. Somewhat eccentric thanks for the 17 months. Trying to find out off to get seeds in Rotato. I don't understand what's happening, but I'm glad you're living your lives. Prediction result? Oh, I'm looking at somebody else's stream. 25 minus 5. 5 equals 4 exclamation mark. Yeah. Well, I'm doing a coaching thing for TFT after this run, so I have he needs a stream open. I'm not actually watching it. I just saw a big flashing thing on the window and looked over at it. That's why I don't run predictions and shit, because I don't want you to see a big flashing thing in the like window and feel like you're missing out on something. I fucking hate that stuff. So distracting. Look at my train of thought. It's like all gone. Just destroyed like 30 seconds of my life. Ugh. Alright, I guess I never used Block Potion, but also I'm at full health anyway, so it doesn't matter, not really. Thank you, Dog Barker. I don't actually know how it's selling. But I hear from people that they enjoy it, so we take those. Got it in one, May. Well done. I did play some Sea of Stars, Mr. Checkout. It was fun. Gabriel, you should solder a hot dog like a piece of art of a hot dog, right? Right? Wish I had more Dark Embraces. This deck just needs like 3 Dark Embraces, and then it's great. I think the deck wants a Feel No Pain and a Wild Strike. What's a reckless charge? Reckless charge would be pretty sweet here. With Medkit, Evolve, and Dark Embrace. Just goes infinite. I don't think I'm taking a Seeing Red. I think it just gets in the way. Ow. Is anger ever a good idea at this stage? Anger's never a good idea. Wow. I don't know if I like that. I wonder how Taylor Swift's relationship with Sebulba is going. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Doing pretty swell. No? Man, there are a lot of bad cards on this game. I'm gonna take a Feel No Pain and a Blood for Blood though, and I'm pretty happy, I think. For double tap with Reaper. And then Fiend Fire is a thing I could do. I think Fiend Fire is okay. I'm so slow at putting my powers in play, I don't think I take a double tap. It's obviously powerful, like, once I have everything going, but it's hard to take stuff that makes it harder for everything to get going. If I do a tier list for Ironclad cards, where would I put Havoc Plus? You should check my tier list for Ironclad cards, and then you'd know. An easily solved question. I didn't do the upgraded cards too, though. Hey, Burnt Pies. Bet you can Google it. Google Jorbs Ironclad tier list. Yeah, it works. Am I keeping track of my current streak? I know when the last time I lost was, yeah. Nectarian. Anything I'm currently trying or keeping my eye on in the game? Just like playing Slay the Spire. Oh. Well, that makes my deck better. Okay. Sometimes I'm trying something specific. Probably true. I'm kind of always trying things, I guess. I generally want to keep getting better at the game, so I'm usually trying to do better than I have before. I am not a fan of, like, trying to build spectacle around things, which is a very poor choice, given my career path. But I'm just not. I just think it's kind of, like, not great. So... generally, I do not try to build spectacle around things. At the moment, I'm just trying to, like, play a run a day or something and win them. Maybe not the most revolutionary concept. What does upgraded jacks give? One more strength. Otherwise it's the same. Battle Trance is here to ruin everything. Antares! You gave me more burns? Oh no. What am I gonna do about that? Keeper Frog. A bit late for a feed. I could still take it. I have a ritual dagger that I'm killing stuff with anyway. I have good defensive potions. Ritual dagger's at what? 52? So I'm getting pretty close to ritual dagger being able to kill Act 4 elites. If I can vulnerable them, but I can't vulnerable them. I think I'm down to take a feed. What's a card move cost right now? Is that 125? Because I don't have that much. It is, right? Depending on there being gold in the chest or at the question mark. Wow. I would like gold. Alright, here we go. I think I can reach a point where I am as good at the game as it's possible to be, but you can't really know when you reach that point, and so continue to strive to be better when it's no longer achievable. No? Do not. Man, none of those are one-cost attacks somehow. I guess I don't actually have that many one-cost attacks. If you just like ask that question about anything else, I feel like it would obviously not make any sense. Paper Frog, this is lethal, right? Nice. Do you think you can become so good at speaking the English language that it's never possible for you to get any better, but you don't realize? Like, no. That isn't how getting better at things works. Omar the Banana, thanks for the 15 months. I could always be more entertaining while playing the game? No, I couldn't. That's already maxed. Abacus would have been fun. Oh well. I googled something. The other day, which caused me to read comments on my videos for the first time in like a month or something. I don't usually read YouTube comments on my videos. They're very dehumanizing. But anyway, someone was complaining that watching my videos was making them fall asleep, and I was like, that is exactly why I have a successful career, friend. That is not a thing that I need to be changing. Why would I upgrade Evolve? I don't even have any statuses. Why am I doing any of this? I don't know. Falling asleep with the channel playing so you all watch ads. That's the strategy. Do we eat the head? Yeah. I took feed because I think it's better to feed than to Ritual Dagger. So when I have the choice, I'm going to be choosing to feed. Fossilized Helix, does that ever work? I guess it's possible for it to work. There's a Wild Strike? Don't think I need that anymore. Weak Potion. Potion's a bit slow. That's such a weird thing to say, weak potion's a bit slow. Trust me, it is. I play Shockwave on turn 1 of the Heart fight, so it's already weak on turn 2 and 3, so weak potion doesn't do anything in that fight until turn 5. It does kill Act 4 elites sometimes. That's kind of real. I think Elixir's a lot worse with Medkit. Probably don't need Elixir. Ritual Dagger hasn't reached critical mass, unfortunately. It doesn't kill the Act 4 elites in one hit, but it's not going to. Right? Could it have? No, I don't think so. If I vulnerable them, it does, and if I don't, it doesn't. So... Ow. Is excited a form of happy? I'd say so. Maybe it is. Are there different forms of excitement? Is like there a type of excitement which is very sating and fulfilling, but then there's a different type of excitement that's kind of like just anxiety, maybe? Wait, aren't anxiety and excitement like the same thing? Is that real? I feel like that might be real. I feel like I read that somewhere. Isn't excited more like a form of stress but with happiness mixed in? Yeah, I think it might be. Guess I just play corruption. Agitated. There's a difference between having a great or a terrible time. Sympathetic arousal. Sorry, what? Is that? Sorry, what? Oh. Anyway, okay, very good. It's funny, but you're pretty sure that DRL is right. We need to talk to the psychologists about what they're calling things. Are the psychologists okay? I guess I played those in the wrong order. Oops. The psychologists are not okay, half the field is fraud, and they don't know which half. Uh-oh. Sounds non-ideal. Am I killing this next turn? I think so. Well, I guess I was wrong. Use skill potion to do it. There's no reason to, though. Hard to argue with someone who has seen half of the psychologists. How many psychologists are there? Realistically. Well, I think 6. Might be right. Maybe I am killing this turn. Like that seems like it hits pretty hard, right? Can even bash first? Would bashing first kill though? No? Maybe? How much? 75% more? 7, 10.5. Seven times 24? Oh shit. I don't have enough to do this. I was gonna do this for Nunchaku, so I could then play Ritual Dagger. But I've got next turn. Or feed, not Ritual Dagger. Probably knew what I meant. Anyway. Time eater, bake me a cake. I have a meal ticket, so it doesn't matter if I take a bit of damage here. There are roughly 2,800 psychologists. Nah. No fucking way. Don't believe you for a second. Now I'm starting to wonder though. What if that's true? How many cities with more than 1 million people in them are there total? $76. That was such an instantaneous answer. How many cities with more than 1 million? Why did that not answer the question? 512. Says Google. Do we trust Google? I don't really trust Google anymore. I used to trust Google. Used to be Google could tell me something and I'd just be like, whoa. I had no idea. I would never have believed that if anything else told it to me, but you, Google, you and me were good. I no longer feel that way. What's a city versus a metropolitan area? That's the question, isn't it? Lizardmen first, then your gut feeling, then Google, then Fox News. You must know a lot of accurate information about the world. It's now likely your result is a recipe that's been online since 2010. Yeah, I mean, it's happened. Offering would have been nice. Blood potion's pretty good. Maybe just blood potion. Over swift potion, perhaps? Or that's not swift, but I don't know why I called that swift potion. That's weird. Skill potion. Was there a swift potion in the shop? Sometimes I'll say the wrong word if the other thing's on screen, but I don't even feel like the other thing was on screen there. Alright. 2-second breakfast! I should have played Jax. Should definitely played Jax. How long does it take to read my entire book? Start? And time. Can I recite what I just read? Sometimes I try to track all of the numbers. An awkward moment for my deck to just not work. It's fine though. So, Reaper is going to bail us out here. We're going to bash both of them. Somehow. Haven't quite worked that part out. And then we're going to Reaper in full heal. Haven't worked that part out either. All Strike does make energy. So probably we're waiting? Straight battle. Play battle trance to get rid of it. I do not think it is usually the case that authors can recite the entire book that they wrote. I'm down to try anyway. Whoops. Okay, this one is vulnerable. Start, good start. It also has 99 shield. This one's vulnerable. I have 3 strength. You like writing name every word. We begin with A. Also, ah. I do this, and I full heal. Man, that did not full heal me. It was a nice idea, though. Red Skull. Red Skull with Reaper. Spot weakness with Reaper. Double tap with Reaper. Double tap's better than spot weakness, probably. Let me take a spot weakness anyway, just to kill faster. A colorless potion. Okay, look at that now. Next turn. Okay, next turn. This way I can keep my buffer in case we get big attack first. If we get small attack first, I have disarms in my deck. Hey, look at that. Let's get this now because I have armaments in hand. I want to get rid of burn. I don't think I care. I think it's better to just disarm pummel than it is to use armaments. Get rid of pummel as well that way. Alright. This is a really good start. Really good start. Oh, this turn's worse. It's quite a lot worse. Unfortunately, I think it is correct to lose my buffer stack. I think playing corruption is too important to keep it. Fuck. Well, that's too bad. Why didn't I play the status cards last turn? My deck with double Feel No Pain, Dark Embrace, Evolve, and Medkit. Why would I want to play my status cards? I guess the more polite answer is because they're really good. I don't have to play Reaper yet. I can just play the other cards in my hand. All right. 47 is non-zero. I pretty obviously have to bash. It seems obvious to me. Play this. Want to play the other one too? Probably. At the moment I have 44. I think it won't be that hard to win. Let's see. I need to hit bash. Again. I want to hit disarm. That is the order I want, right? I think so. Missed all the excitement. Well, a little bit of excitement. This breaks my red skull. Kind of rude. Like exactly breaks my red skull. I did them in the other order, actually. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. You just break red skull and it's okay. Sarma's OP, you love that stupid card. It's kind of a good card. Has been said that it's okay. Grusal, hello, good evening. I think my TFT coach might be busy playing TFT. Okay, I can just play TFT on my own if it happens that way. Good run. It definitely wasn't an easy run. GG, Dirk the Detective. It wasn't an easy run. Oh, and I successfully played a YouTube-worthy run after spending 5 minutes at the start plugging my book event, so that's really exciting. Way to go, me. I'm proud of me. There are some people talking about flying into Seattle for this event. It's blowing my mind.
blowing my mind.